Stand nice and tall. Start with your head and neck. Look side to side. Practice your deep breathing. If you want to give nasal breathing a shot for our joint mobility, that would be a good suggestion. Side to side, relaxing. And when you're ready, we're going to go chin to chest and then look straight up. Nice tall posture. Continuing to deep breathe. None of this is strenuous. Giving our head and neck some TLC. Now ears to shoulders. Excellent work. Working your way down. Shoulder circles. Bring them up towards your ears, down towards your hips. Getting some blood flow. And go ahead and switch directions. Focusing on your collarbone and scapula region here. Nicely done. Stagger your stance, arms stay straight. We're going to do big shoulder circles going backwards. Try to have the bicep brush up against your ear. Focus on a good hip extension at the same time. Continuing to deep breathe, relax. And switch directions, go forward. Excellent work. And we're going to do the same thing for the other side. Arms stay straight, stagger the stance, chest high, big backwards circles. Remember to continue to breathe through this. Relax. And go ahead and switch directions. Excellent work. When you're ready, torso twist, pivoting on the back foot, opening up the hip and the thoracic spine. Nice and easy, shifting your weight side to side, opening up the body. Excellent. Both arms out to the side. One hand comes behind the back. The other hand is behind your head. And alternate. Try to work the shoulders. Try to stand nice and tall. A little bit of coordination. And hopefully a lot of shoulder mobility. Excellent. Widen up the stance. Draw big circles with your hips. Continuing to deep breathe. Sending your awareness down into the hips. And switch directions. Just a few more. Excellent. Feet together. We're going to reach down towards the ground and up towards the ceiling. Or just stand nice and straight. Gentle stretch, nothing strenuous, continuing to deep breathe. Well done. And just a few more here. Excellent work. Transition to the floor. Lean back as shown on your hands, chest high, shoulders down. We're going to alternate flexing and extending the ankles, and it's okay if you do a bit of a knee bend here. Simply working the lower body, working on pointing the toes away and pulling the opposite leg, the toes towards your knees. Keep this position. Force the chest high, the shoulders down, stretch out the wrists as well. Again, make sure to deep breathe while you do this. Just a few more. Excellent work. Bend the knees, feet stay flat, keep the chest nice and high. Just have your butt barely skim the floor and bring your hamstrings to your calves. We're essentially working our squat pattern here. Rocking gently back and forth. If you need to take a short break from your wrists, do so. And just a couple more repetitions of this. Excellent work. Now we're going to windshield wipe with the thighs. Have your feet hug the edge of the floor. One knee comes in as the other knee turns out. Think 90-90. Continuing to deep breathe, relaxing. Great job. Let's get flat on your back. Arms are overhead, knees stay bent. Inhale, big through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Do a few deep breaths like this. Fully relaxed. When you're ready, bring your arms up and practice some wrist rotations, nice and slow. Deep breathing. And switch directions. Excellent. Now spread your fingers apart and make a tight fist. Open the hands, close the hands. Open the hands, close the hands. Keep that going. Great job. When you're ready, cross one leg over and gently push your knee away as you stretch out the outside of your hip. Deep breathe, hold the stretch, and push the knee away. You should feel that stretch on the outside of your hip. Continue to deep breathe and relax. And when you're ready, bring that top foot down towards the floor. And let that outside of the hip and low back open right up. Relax, deep breathe. Let go of all the tension in your hips and low back. When you're ready, come back up to neutral, and we're going to switch legs. Do the same thing. Cross the opposite leg over, and start to push the knee away, prying the outside of that hip. Same thing you did to the other side. Continue to deep breathe, fully relaxed, pushing that knee away gently, and when you're ready, bring the top foot down towards the ground. Hang out in that position and stretch. Big deep breaths, letting go of the tension in your low back and your glutes. Come back to neutral. And gently roll over onto your belly. Have your elbows underneath your shoulders, your chest high. Hold this position and breathe. When you're ready, do some slight neck nods, chin to chest, and then try to look straight up. This position opens up your hips, opens up your spine, is very gentle, but very effective. When you're ready, alternate bending one knee, bring the heel towards the butt, hold it for a few seconds, bring it back down to the floor, and do the same thing for the other leg. Alternating knee bends. Continue to deep breathe. Just a few more. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders. Push yourself up into the down dog. And start alternating, bringing your heels towards the floor. Should feel this stretch in the hamstrings, the low back. Great position. Slowly lower yourself to your knees. Have the hands right underneath your chest and your shoulders. Keep the arch in your low back. Gently rock forward and backwards. Now, switch your wrist positions. Turn your fingers to the outside and stretch out your wrists. Again, keeping the arch in your low back. When you're ready, bring your fingers facing you, so you're stretching your wrists out completely. Reposition your hands if need be. Keep the arch in your back. Continue rocking forwards and backwards. Stretch out your wrists one more time, however you see fit. Now, get into half kneeling position, chest high, stretch out your hip, and we're going to turn towards that front leg. Hold that extension, that big twist, and come back to neutral. Turn again, open up the chest, big twist, rotation, come back to neutral. One more time. Excellent work. Do the same thing for your other side. Half kneeling position, chest high. Turn towards that front leg. Open up the chest. Come back to neutral. 2 more times. Excellent work.